All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Dave's couch. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David, the Couch King Ruff.
The Couch King. That is fitting. This is, you get to see what I do every night from about
I don't want to see that.
8:30 to 10:30-ish. Hey, I got a question. Speaking of couches, is there a better place to watch an ACC football game than, I don't know, a movie theater?
I saw that and I kind of love it. I mean, at least I'm intrigued by it. I don't know if ACC game is one I want to watch, but like I could watch my team play from a movie theater.
Okay.
I didn't even know they had a movie theater at ACC.
It's good.
I thought the ACC was going away. Can someone explain to me in a couple sentences what's going on with the current football conference alignments?
I believe the ACC is here to stay. The Pac-12, however, is in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
But nothing is happening this year.
Okay.
Some
I think
are
the
saying-
ACC should go away.
Okay.
I would prefer, if we had to lose one of the two, I would prefer to lose the ACC.
Is that because Jaquindon plays in the Pac-12?
I just think it's more fun.
Okay.
It just means more. And Jaquindon.
Right.
And Cam Rising.
Sure.
Former Longhorn great.
Both of them.
Hey, is the code department out there again, Randy? Let me know if we need to go hide.
Who the fuck were you guys just talking about?
Jaquindon?
No, I know who Jaquindon is.
Oh.
I unfortunately know way too many Duncanville athletes.
Yeah.
Cam Rising was
He's a Utah quarterback.
he's a Utah quarterback, but he was at Texas and then he transferred, and he's just kind of
He's a dog.
he's becoming like a Colt hero,
Yeah.
Colt McCoy hero. He's just a dog. Shout out to him. Hope he's healthy against Florida. Cool.
I have a question. What happens if like SVP has an episode to film of his show? What happens if the AC goes out there? Then they just go to his house and just sit on the couch, or they have a backup plan?
I bet they have backup studios, right?
Do you think they have resources that extend beyond what we have at Wash Media?
You got to think so. You know, we almost signed with us twice.
I know.
I thought we had him, but kind of a last minute deal. There was some clauses in the agreement that he didn't like that we just couldn't budge on. So we passed on SVP, and he's back with ESPN.
Does he not get tired of seeing all his boys just have to move on because ESPN won't give him the bag?
That's got to be exhausting. Yeah.
Like, what's the rapport like in the coffee room when like he doesn't have his boys there anymore? And it's like, okay, I got the bag. You did. Sorry, bud. Like you gotta you have to go like work for Fox now.
Is that how you felt at Grand X after Dave and I got let go?
Dude, that's exactly how I felt. I was like, man, it's just like, I'm so glad I have this opportunity to be around, but I just feel bad for these guys.
Same.
We should have hired McAfee.
Again, I just don't think that was in the budget for us.
I mean,
I've always said we need a guy who wears tank tops and stands up during podcasts. We had part of
Dan.
that with Dan, but Dan didn't stand up enough during
but
podcasts.
Dave in the tank?
Dan didn't understand the importance of standing. He didn't take the Brett Merriman school seriously.
Well, he had trouble though because his knee healed wrong, so he couldn't stand all podcast.
He got his leg put back on sideways.
When his
After
leg
he
fell
broke it.
off. Oh, he broke it. His fibia.
Whenever you intro me, I have something to address.
Well, I'm just getting started. No, yeah, go ahead. Will intro Dylan.
It feels weird to intro you when you're not on my right and we're not sitting in the studio. So Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd like to address the hungover voice that I have. It's a little scratchy.
I don't think anybody was going to notice, but
Yeah,
now
I
you
didn't
say it,
notice.
you sound like fucking
I had
ass.
2 beers, and I got a full night. I got a full 8 hours of sleep. I don't know why I sound like this, but I didn't go out and like get crazy last night. I want that on the record. That's all I wanted to say.
Can I say where you went?
I put on my story, so yeah, go ahead.
He went to dinner with his dad at Carve.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that 2 beers. Dude, there's something about Carve, whether it's their beer, their wine on tap. I don't know. I always leave there thinking, oh, I'll be fine.
Sat down at the bar, talking to my dad, get a tap on the shoulder. Big game Brett Merriman is sitting 4 seats over from me, laptop open.
What was he wearing?
His arm could reach that long that he tapped you from 4 seats over.
Yeah. He was wearing whatever he wore to work. He had his cap on, and yeah, he looked like Brett. He had a glass of wine in front of him.
Wearing something that said Wyoming on it.
Some state from like
He's got to go there one time.
He pulled the, hey, I promise I'm a good employee move. He said, I'm working on an RFP for Hulu right now for the squad. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, you didn't have to let him know.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I thought you were writing a love letter over there.
okay. We
Memoirs.
know that, and Brett talks about this pretty much every Mailman episode, that he's a pop the laptop open at the bar guy.
Yeah.
I am
Confirmed.
not that guy, and I don't want to be that guy because I don't really like working in scenarios where literally no one else around me is working besides the people at the place.
Yeah.
Am I too anti that? Am I too anti laptop at a bar?
No.
It totally depends on the environment. Like a bar, like a crowded bar, no way. I would not feel comfortable doing that. It just depends where you are and what the environment is and how many people are there, in my opinion.
Yeah. I worked from a coffee shop yesterday and popped it open for a little bit and then realized what I was doing I could just do from my phone. I was like, yeah, I'd prefer this. But then I'm like, oh man, am I that person who's just staring at their phone at the coffee shop? And I'm like, nobody cares.
No one cares at a coffee shop. It's
Yeah.
expected.
Ooh, this guy's on Slack.
Oh, dude,
Cool.
coffee shops are a totally different ballgame.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you're right.
what my issue a lot of the time with having a laptop open in public is it's also just the shit going on around.
Yeah.
The different lighting that hits your laptop, it's just a different scenario. You got people everywhere. I hate it when people are staring at my screen.
I was going to say, the screen
always
looking,
feel like people are always looking at the screen.
the screen looking and people are behind you. That's so uncomfortable.
I used to have to get to when I would do things girls do after graduation from a coffee shop for a little bit every Wednesday, and there was a period where I had to get there earlier than I wanted to get there because I didn't want to sit in one of those seats that had a bunch of people looking at me in line the entire time.
I could be writing the most mundane, boring email of all time, but I still wouldn't want anyone looking over my shoulder at it.
No.
It's proprietary.
Well, I think I have a complex because of my old job, not Grand X, before, is where I feel like I could actually get in trouble for having something on my screen that wasn't work. And so I think I developed this serious complex. Now, it still exists. I don't like when people walk by and hit the screen.
Man,
Yeah.
What's the point?
There's just no way Randy could ever open his laptop at a bar. I mean, God knows what those tabs are looking like.
Dude, I can't even imagine. I wish we could hear from Randy today since he's back and all, but I don't. Oh, did he? Oh, he did pack a
I have
complete
complete
himself.
control of my own mic over here. This is a first.
Oh, wow. I don't like this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you should be
no.
in
Thanks,
control.
Randy. I'm here.
How
That's
was put in Bay?
it.
It still sounds made up.
It was fun.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, put in bay with 2 hyphens. It was fun. It very much was
How was
still
she?
Ohio.
They're
so
non-consecutive hyphens.
That is true.
That's fucking sick.
We went to Cedar Point, and all of 4 roller coasters were running of probably the 25 that they have. So that was cool.
Well, and then it was not 59 degrees outside, so you couldn't even ride
I
them.
know it's true. That's Brett would have been upset. Yeah, we drove through a really bad storm Wednesday night, and then Thursday there was a bunch of flooding. Even on the island, there was a bunch of flooding. So kind of sucked, but it was still a fun time.
Sounds like that trip was a roller coaster in and of itself.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
That's good.
Your voice doesn't sound bad enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, I am on day 4 of a hangover. So this is the worst.
What caused it?
Just 3 days of nonstop drinking. It's
typically.
bad. Yeah.
I got nauseous when I saw how large your first pina colada vacation was. How many ounces was that pina colada, Randy? That's a lot of sugar.
I think it was only 25 or something. I don't know. They really get you in the skinny part. That part
They
goes
do.
quick.
They
Yeah.
do.
That was very much a
Those
straight
things are
on.
all shaft.
That's
Yeah.
still a massive pina colada. That's probably 80 grams of sugar.
Dude.
Think about it.
Who's keeping count though?
Not me.
Dylan is.
Yeah, I am.
For being such an anti-sugar person, you're way too okay with how much sugar we have in our office right now compared to other foods in our office right now.
What do we have? Oh, because of the candy.
Yeah.
The candy situation, which
It's
I
probably
have
all
been enjoying
melted.
Some.
It's probably melted right now. I need to go pick up some scented candles from the office while this AC unit's out.
Hey, speaking of
that shit's gonna melt.
Yeah.
speaking of the candy that got sent to the office, did you want to thank the listener that sent you a tactical knife yesterday?
Yeah, someone accidentally sent a tactical knife. I honestly feel like at this point listeners might be trying to kill me.
It's a really good knife. Did you look at that thing?
It's ours now.
I didn't hold it, but it looks impressive.
It's ours now.
It's a heavy duty tactical knife. That the blade was open
Does it have the seat, the cutter, the rope cutter, and the thing at the end? Looked like it did.
for sure.
Was it open when you guys opened it
Yes.
up?
Yeah.
Okay, it was just open.
I was like,
definitely a mistake. Should
yeah.
we contact somebody about that? Do they want it back?
No, it's our knife.
Stop
now.
trying to give the tactical knife back, dude. That's a good ass knife.
don't
We're
wanna
keeping
have
the tactical knife is ours.
But it was accidentally mailed to you.
How do we know it was accidental? I still think they might have been trying to kill me.
Man, a lot would have to go wrong for you
Like,
to have opened that.
Here, you should use this on yourself.
I don't send weapons in the mail to people. This isn't something I take on. If you send something to Wash Media, you're probably not getting it sent back. It's kind of like why I don't return returns that I should be returning.
Can I have those mezcal ones?
Take them.
Fuck yeah, let's ride.
I think mezcal. The more that I drink mezcal, the more out I am on mezcal.
Well, you can't hang out with me then.
I have some. Do you want some right now?
No.
I have a couple like
Okay.
2/3 finished bottles of mezcal at my place. If you want some, dude.
Oh, that's your
like
boy.
it's just I don't get the affinity for it. It doesn't jive with my pal.
I can only do it when it's very cold outside. It's got to be cold for me to enjoy it.
There's like one single night a year where I'm like, ooh, you know what sounds good right now? A mezcal drink. And then I have it and it tastes good. And then I never crave one the rest of the year. I've got 2 bottles of mezcal in my liquor cabinet, and both of them have about 2 cocktails taken out of them.
Dude, slide those to me. Be my housewarming gift from you. My new place.
I've got 2 bottles of mezcal.
It's fine.
That's right. Come
It's
through.
really okay.
Anyway,
Remember when Micah would sing the jingle? Randy never sings.
2 minutes in paradise. When we talked about Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We would sometimes go over 2 minutes though,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Hey, what's the Love Island games that Blakey Locks hit us up about?
Maya Jama announced it on Instagram the other day.
She's announced a lot of things on Instagram.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can you expand on that?
Just like her
I think he did.
future endeavors.
Love Island is apparently going to take cast members from several different walks of life. And by walks of life, I mean seasons in different countries. And they're going to bring these people back and they are going to have some type of games. I think they might be seeing the success of The Challenge, perhaps. And they're trying to replicate that, in which I will say I'm all in on. Love Island in the United States of America is a CBS-owned company. And I believe CBS is owned by Paramount. Paramount covers The Challenge.
Whoa.
It's all
You're following the money.
it's all happening.
See where
Because
I'm going with this?
Love Island people have been on the challenge, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think Love Island is popular enough that they could probably just do a Love Island challenge at this point.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know, I mean, there's some absolute dogs out there. And if you guys want me to break down the current season of the challenge, I can. I mean, we've got Tori, who's just playing an absolute mastermind of a game. We've got Johnny Bananas, who kind of seems a little out of his depth at this point. Like, he's too much of a veteran. We've
He's
got a
old
target on
now.
his back. You know,
CT?
it's been an interesting season. No CT this season. He was a back-to-back champion in recent memory, so I think it was time for him to
He's
maybe
got
take
nothing
some
to
time off.
prove. Going out like Elway.
He's got some kids at home, or I think he has one kid at home. He might have 0 kids at home.
Okay.
Hmm.
He has between 0 and 2 or 3 kids at home.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So maybe he's spending time with them, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's just spending the money and enjoying himself. But yeah, CT gives off the vibe of a guy who can live a pretty modest, straightforward lifestyle. You know, I still live in Stillwater, and a little bit goes a long way there, so I don't have to worry about money too much. You know,
He's the GOAT. You do?
me, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
all the money I have is not going to affect me. Stillwater's a pretty modest town.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Hove.
Like Hove. Yeah.
That is,
Not Jay-Z, but Victor Hovland.
yeah, Jay-Z does not live in Stillwater, but Victor Hovland, your tour champion, does.
Can I make some official announcements?
Please, Will.
I don't have any sound effects today. That's my first announcement.
You want me to like provide sound effects?
No. We're good. This is my announcement time. So if you could not do any sound effects, that'd be great.
What about like a hype horn?
Nope. First and foremost, the Washed FC training top, the hottest new soccer sweater released by Washed Media, is officially available at washedmedia.shop. Right now, we're doing a pre-sale for that. This pre-sale will be open until you return to your office on Tuesday after Labor Day. So go make sure to get one now, but we will be shutting her down a week from yesterday. So go make it happen. They're comfortable. They are true to size. They are on champion sweatshirts. They're just great.
Yeah, the white design is embroidered. And this is a quality item, folks.
Quality.
We love it.
As always, the Roback Wilmont's polos are still available over at roback.com. Go check that out as well. Patreon, we're a little off this week. Today, we will probably be releasing our listener voicemails at our normal time on Thursday. But yesterday, we did exactly 5 minutes. It was the fastest, most exciting podcast in Wash Media history. We did it in a studio that was probably bubbling above 90 degrees based on what I know about the outside of the studio.
It was definitely the sweatiest.
All of us left dripping in sweat, so you know it's a good episode. And finally, head over to youtube.com/circlingback. Go subscribe. You can watch us. Today is on video because Randy is back, and we did force him to set up video at Dave's place because we're just dogs like that.
Yeah, I threw this together. Don't make fun of my setup, please. Thank you.
It's a fine setup, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I just, with kids, it's hard to keep stuff nice.
I got it.
And dogs. Speaking of, I thought he was gonna be much more of an intrusive problem. He's kind of gone off and done his own things. He's down there enjoying himself.
He's been around a podcast or two in his day.
He's like, that's cool. Y'all are doing your thing. How do y'all even make money?
Yeah, he did. He asked me that when I walked in.
Yo, can we break down Dave's books?
Okay.
I did not buy those books.
Dude, it's okay, Dave. You got some vibey ass books, dude.
My books get put away. I'm not.
Dude, you're on that urban botanics grind, dog.
Hell yeah.
What kind of urban botanicals do you have?
The Amalfi Coast
Is that
book,
like
though.
weed?
Honestly, the cacti and succulents book over there, you should probably give that away since you don't take care of the ones that are in your, at your office.
Okay.
So
How you gonna handle that, dog?
I don't know, man.
I don't see the spine of that book with any creases in it, dog.
you know how hard it is to kill a succulent?
Not very hard if you're at the part of the office that gets zero sun.
Well, succulents are very resilient.
Yeah.
Require very little attention and water.
Well, maybe I should do what you did and buy a fake one. So
I don't know about that, man.
Anywho.
I don't know about that.
Oh, dude, Dave is hanging off the rim right now with his nuts in your face. How does that
I
feel,
don't
dude?
think so, dude.
Call the ambulance.
You came into his
Not
house
for
and
me.
tried to take the remote, and Dave just swatted that shit out of your hands, dog.
But not for me. That video is incredible. I don't know the context of it. I don't even care. It's perfect.
Dave, you have a book about the movie The Skulls.
Yeah.
That is also
because I
sick.
got asked to join.
Really?
I didn't make it through pledgeship. They
You
wanted me
went to Yale.
for a time. Yeah, I got kicked out because
heard-
I would not join the Skulls because they wanted me to kill someone and I didn't do it.
I actually heard you didn't get a bid.
I got a bid.
You
I got a
rushed, and they were
skull
like,
bid.
this guy's he's just not frat enough for us.
I mean, there's a really good argument that I'm not frat enough for the Skull and Bones. Yes.
Right.
My
Also,
dad
the-
was never like director of the CIA.
Also, the lack of Ivy League education.
Well,
was part
that
of it,
too. I did go to T State though.
Right.
I kind of get how Pacey from Dawson's Creek got a bid, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think being from the place where they were from, pretty frat. You can take a boat to like your friend's house.
That's pretty dope.
He was porking Joey for a while, so you know his chill to pull ratio is like legit.
Mhm.
Pork and Joey.
He also thought that like Dawson was kind of nerdy sometimes because of like all his like movie stuff and everything. Like, so like he doesn't like nerds.
I totally know all these characters, all of them.
Oh, really? You're not familiar with these? At
Well,
all?
you didn't do an episode of Brunch also on the Wash Media Network where you got to watch a episode of Dawson's Creek and then not
never-
actually get it aired?
Yeah. Did it happen to you too?
No, I would honestly, I would love it that happened to me though. But I am going to be on high alert if they ask me to watch an episode of Dawson's Creek.
Oh, I watched a movie last night. Coolhead Luke, 1968, I think.
Paul Newman?
63, 68, 67, somewhere 60s.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool that you're going back to the movies from your childhood and
Yeah.
rewatching those for nostalgia purposes.
Pretty good
Dude,
movie,
you
man.
were just getting nonstop yammed on.
So now I have to eat 51 hard-boiled eggs in an hour because he has the record now, the fictional character, and I have to beat it because I used to have it. Remember, Will?
Coolhead Luke ate 50.
50
Why?
because he said he could do it, and then people bet on it, and he did it in an hour.
I don't know what's going on right now. Why did a movie in 1968 feature a guy who's eating 50 hard-boiled eggs?
Paul Newman, man,
They were calling him Cool Hand Duke after that because of the Dookie.
he probably took a big one.
His
Yeah.
tum-tum had to have been jacked up.
What's this movie about?
He gets thrown in. He's in jail. He's in prison, but it's like a farm prison. Like they work. It's like a remote prison, and they do like chain gangs and stuff. And he's just he escapes 3 different times from the prison. But while he's there, he makes a lot of friends. He's very well liked, and he's just you have to go check it out, man. It's a good movie.
Will, I'm going to tell you this. I've seen it, and you've never seen a cooler hand than this Luke guy. That's kind of the thing about him.
He got the nickname from a poker game.
I watched a
crazy game of poker.
I watched a movie the other day. You know what it's called?
Debbie Does Dallas.
It's called Numb Hand Dylan.
Okay.
Yeah, your hand was
There's no such film.
I don't know.
There's no such.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Numb Hand.
I have a final announcement to make today before we get into today's episode.
Okay.
Based on how we are recording today, I do not know where we are on time, which means that today and every episode we're doing outside of the studio, I will not be doing timestamps in the description of these episodes.
Randy, it's going to be up to you to give us one of these if we're like 90 minutes in.
Micah us if you
No,
have to.
you don't have to do that, Randy. You can just
We're
vibe.
currently at 20 minutes, if you're wondering.
Oh, so it started right at 11 o'clock. That's easy enough.
Wait, it's 20 minutes in. It looks like it's about Muggsy o'clock right now, actually. Muggsy makes the most comfortable jeans, chinos, shorts, and joggers ever. Made from buttery soft, patented stretch materials. They look stylish, but are insanely comfortable. Never too baggy, never too tight. Frankly, the best thing to happen to legs since chairs. The other day, guys, let me tell you a little story. Let me take you a little trip down memory lane.
Tell us the story.
I was in my closet the other day. I famously cleaned out my closet on Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, I did not get to tell that entire story on Monday's episode, as we did not do that. But when I was going through it, Sally said, "Are you going to go through your pants?" And I said, "Well, I don't have very many pairs of pants that I feel like I need to, get rid of any. But I'll go through them." And I found an absolute treasure trove, boys, of Muggsy jeans. And not only did I find that, I discovered an absolute gem in my closet, which was the dark gray denim jacket that I have from Muggsy as well.
Ooh.
Fall can't come soon enough, my friends. The guys at Muggsy have one mission in life: to give every guy the confidence to walk blindly into their closet, reach out, and know whatever they pick will have them looking good and feeling even better. You'll never have to shop anywhere else ever again, especially because they just dropped that Cool Max denim that are like air conditioners for your legs. Why don't we just wrap the studio in that right now?
I'm so glad you brought that up. I think we've officially like reached out to Muggsy to see if they want to do that.
Should we just holler at Muggsy and see if they'll let us record like tomorrow there? Like, I feel like they'd let us do that.
We have a guest in the studio. I was like, why is there denim all over the walls in here? Oh, that's Cool Max, buddy. Step inside and find out.
Yeah, it's kind of like an air conditioner for your podcast studio.
Randy, how would that look on camera?
Yeah, would it work?
Speaking? Don't answer that.
I mean, it's Muggsy, so it'll look great.
Yep.
That's the right
That's a good answer.
Correct
Good job,
answer.
buddy. Company man.
You can go from the backyard barbecue to the bar all in one swift motion all summer long, baby. Head to Muggsy.com. Get 10% off now using code STEAM. That's 10% off using some of the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, shorts, anything on the internet. Muggsy also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk giving them a try. If you're in Chicago, Boston, DC, or Austin, make sure to head downtown and check out their storefront as well. Easy vibes every time. And guess what? You can even enjoy exactly one beer as you shop.
I recommend that.
What's up, weirdo?
It's not cool.
I didn't mean that.
So this is a little segment we're going to call, "Was this a weird move by Dave?" And it actually occurred this morning. I was going to go hit some, not hit, but some cardio.
HIIT is how it's pronounced.
Oh, thank you. I went to Life Tie this morning, as I try to do, and I was going to do a little cardio. And as I will often do, I will take a quick tinky break before I go out there. I put my stuff in a locker, and then I go to the men's room in the locker room. You're familiar with this. And I walked in, and morning, especially early morning, is very busy. That is when most of the stalls are in use. Probably a lot of people doing what they should have done at home, but they were in a rush. So the handicap stall open, the two other stalls in use, and then the two urinals in use. I walk in, just have to use the bathroom, have to pee. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'll wait for a urinal. I don't want to take up a stall, whatever. And I go, and there's a guy who like was washing his hands. He goes, "Hey man, that one's open." And I was like, I should have just said, I'll wait for this. I panicked, and I just go, "Yeah, man, I like to leave that one open in case somebody's got an emergency, you know?" And the guy like grabs his paper towel, just kind of looks at me. He goes, "Okay," and then walked out. And then I was like, was that weird that I even said that? Should I have just gone to the handicap stall? What if a handicap person needed it, and I'm in there taking a pee-pee?
Do you have guilt occupying a handicap stall?
No, but I will be completely honest with you. I don't think those bathrooms are the cleanest. And oftentimes when I've gone in there and used a stall, it looks like someone had a bad day or a bad morning. And I was just like, I'll just wait the 10 extra seconds and use the urinal. And there is something too. There's a lot of people in there I see like charge in there like they're on a mission.
But will you take a handicap stall if it's the only one available and,
Yes.
and you need to go to?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you?
Yeah. But there are better people than us out there who don't. Say it.
I don't know if I want to.
He's got something.
I don't know if I want to.
He's got something in the chamber right now that he's trying to.
If the only stall left is a handicap stall, you should just take it, unless you're going to be in there for like 24 hours. Like, just because people like might need more room because of a handicap doesn't mean that they can't wait a couple minutes while you get a tink off because there's nothing else available. Like it's just like you shouldn't feel guilt because you're occupying something for a short period of time where someone can walk out.
I agree, but there are people who don't think this way, and they're just like.
I understand technically, like, okay, technically, should we be using it? No. But, like, what about, I think the bigger assholes are the people that are at airports who sit in, like, the handicap boarding area. Like, families will go sit there because it's, like, wide open. And I'm like, I get it. You're a family. Like, I have a kid, too, who's a psycho. But at the same time, I don't really want to take up that because if like an old lady comes by with like a walker and then I just look like an asshole who's sitting in her chair.
What if
I won't take those, but I will take a handicap stall for a few minutes.
Yeah, I feel like most people are on board with that. I remember back in the PGP days, we would get occasional submissions about like someone. They're like, yeah, I was using the one at the office. I use it all the time. And then like one time, like someone in a wheelchair tried to get in there and I was using it and I felt like the worst person ever.
But then again, they just have to wait a few minutes unless you're just a total asshole who takes their time and like watches, a full-length show in there or something. But yeah, I don't feel bad doing it, but it does cross my mind every time I'm in there. Like, what if someone who actually needs it? And I feel like
if I go in a handicap stall, usually I go in knowing it's a handicap stall, and usually I operate in there knowing that I don't want to get called out by somebody. I don't have a huge fear of getting called out, but I have enough of a fear that I don't want to get called out.
Have you guys seen so there's a Twitter account called Evil Mopac. And if you're not an Austin person, you might not know about this account. But Mopac is a highway that runs through Austin. Evil Mopac is a popular Twitter account. And this person keeps documenting there's this gold BMW. Have y'all seen it?
No, I actually muted Evil Mopac a while ago because I thought they were doing a little too much on the timeline.
There's this gold BMW that is, I think he's South Austin, but he makes his way around.
Is it like stock? He bought it gold, or is this like gold painted?
When I say gold, I don't mean like it's like a gold. I mean it's like shiny, like it looks like
a toy.
It looks like a bar of gold, like a gold bar. You know what I mean? It's shiny. Anyway. Doesn't have handicap tags, but he parks in handicap spaces, backs in. It's just blatant disregard, and he works out at our gym, Dave. And I saw him there recently, and I took a picture and I sent it to Evil Mopac to post. Anyway,
I'm looking for. Is it on their TL recently?
He might. He may not have tweeted about it in a couple weeks.
Custom license plate.
I don't remember. But it's like presidential tent, windows, gold paint, and he's just a total asshole.
Backing into the handicap spot
without a handicap
with
tag.
no tags is really egregious. Back in.
The closest parking spot to the Wash Media headquarters is a handicap spot, and every single day the mailman pulls into it aggressively.
I mean, dude,
aggressively.
No one is a better back in.
I actually respect how aggressively he pulls into it, but every day I see him do it, even though I've never, like, there's no one that's going to do anything if he's parked there. Every time I see him pull in, I'm like, oh man, you got to get out of there, dude. You're going to get in trouble.
He is remarkably efficient with his mail delivery.
He's a dog. And then
he's out of there in a minute.
I see him walking down the street like a couple blocks over later in the day. I'm like, oh, you got your car part done. Now you're just going to hoof it? Like, he's my mailman. That's my dude.
I like that guy. That's a good mailman.
He'll straight deliver our mail.
He also sometimes wears off-brand hats. I feel like that's like bad boy shit. Like you're not supposed to be wearing non-USPS hats.
Damn. Oh, yeah, he does. He's edgy. He's an edgy mailman.
Dude, he's tight.
I bet Brett sees him And Brett's like, I want to be like that guy. I'm going to go buy that guy's hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Brett buys something from like Idaho. A hat that just...
Dude, I think we need to
a hat that
send
says
Brett.
Des Moines or something.
I don't want to spend the money on this as a company,
not
but I
Idaho.
also don't want to have like Brett get called a poser by somebody. I think we need him to go take a trip to Jackson Hole so that he can wear these shirts and not steal valor from like real Jackson Hole people.
Wait, where did he go?
I thought he went somewhere dope up there and he got
Montana.
some stuff.
He went to Montana. He went to Yellowstone and shit, but like all his stuff is Jackson Hole.
J-Hole?
J-Hole's pretty tight.
You been?
I've been one time. It was fine. I was there for like 36 hours.
You missed the squad.
Yeah, I got to sleep in a hotel room that overlooked a really beautiful parking lot.
Ooh, dude, the parking lots up there are nice.
Dude, the parking lots are nice. And it was fine though, because the other room that I could have slept in overlooked the Grand Tetons. So like I actually think I came out pretty. You guys were talking about trying to see some Grand Tetons
Yeah.
soon.
That's right. That's right.
You get it, Dave?
Hey, I'm looking through Evil Mopac's media.
Dude, stop looking
Twitter.
at stop
They
promoting
post-
this guy's account.
They post
dude.
so much.
Dude.
I can't find it. I was looking for the gold vehicle.
I refuse to follow niche Twitter accounts that are evil versions of highways that I already hate. Like that's just not something I want on my timeline.
It's a good account.
No, it's not.
It is.
I hate it.
Randy, you look like you got something. You
I'm
about to
worried
do
that
Austin
evil-
Powers
I
joke.
was just thinking about Grand Tetons and made me think that my hometown is putting a Twin Peaks in literally right next to a Hooters.
Fuck yes.
Why?
Wow.
I
Are
don't
they
know,
trying to have
man.
like fights in the
Let's
parking
go
lot?
do
Man.
a Tetons bar crawl.
That's a lot of Tetons.
Dude, so we're actually doing a restaurant crawl here in Indiana. They have the closest.
It's
Hooters.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's a Harbor Freight Tools, then like a Hooters, and now they're putting a Twin Peaks in.
Oh, that's especially horny.
Just the way it goes. Shout out
Twin Peaks.
Northwest Indiana.
Great menu.
There's gonna be a bunch of dudes in Indiana who buy boats when they don't need it, just so they can go to the Harbor Freight store and then go to one of the two next. How many guys are gonna go from one to the other? Like, what % of the clientele goes from Hooters to Twin Peaks?
I can tell you if this was in say Arlington, Texas, around 2007, 2008, 2009. I can say that I have a group of friends, golf buddies, that would have absolutely done this. Me included. Wasn't above it.
Are there any absolute dog waitresses who are going to have a shift at each that have that in them?
They've got a very strict non-competes.
You can't just move over.
You can't do that.
It's a
Yeah.
6-month deal.
Yeah, did you hear about Tanya? She wants to go to the the Twisted Kilt or something?
She took
Tilted
Tilted
Kill.
Kill.
That
We used to
one's
have one of
too.
those
That
too.
name's too creepy.
I'm happy to say that I've only been to one restaurant chain in my entire life, and it's been Hooters. I've never done the other ones.
She's entering the transfer portal to go to Twin Peaks from Hooters.
She took her Tetons next door.
Stop. You're too.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're too confident when you say Tetons. It's like you've done this before.
Tetons.
Tetons is objectively funny.
Do you ever lie to the flight attendant when she asks if you're capable of operating the emergency exit? I always say yes, and I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm figuring
Yeah,
this
you
out.
could.
What do you do?
The instructions are on the thing.
Have you ever had a time where like you're looking at the people saying yes, and you look over and you're like, I don't want this dude in
Like,
charge right now.
Motherfucker can't do this.
Yeah, you think this Norp's gonna kick this door open in a pressure situation?
The whole plane survival depends on Will opening the hatch.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't want him.
That would be a great curb skit.
Yeah,
He
that's-
actually has to like open it up. It's like, I just want the extra foot room.
I just said yes. Yeah, I just want the extra photo room.
That would be a good curb episode.
Like, there's no way that in those situations, like whenever they're like, and you know what to do with your baby, I'm like, start nodding, and I'm like, me first, but I know that I'm not going to do me first. Like the first thing that I'm going to think is like, I need to save this kid. I'm not going to put a mask on myself first while Fritz is sitting there just gasping.
You have to.
I know.
Because if you pass out first, then you're no help to the kid.
I'm probably going to pass out of fear.
I don't know, man. You better mask up, player. Dave?
Did you ever finish Hijack?
Which one?
Here we go.
The show.
Yes, I finished the show. That show's awesome.
Okay.
I have several thoughts on Hijack. One, that would have never happened if I was on that plane. Two,
It would have gone down a little differently, huh?
yep. Idris played himself out of the James Bond part with his performance in this.
What do you think, his performance was bad, or it just doesn't translate to James Bond?
I just don't think that he has the James Bond. I don't think he's with it enough to be James Bond. We need a young buck. Not to be an ageist or anything, but I just think Idris is a little too old for that.
Okay.
I don't think he's got the energy level, and kind of. I don't know if this is the right word, but I'm going to say it either way. I don't know if he's got the je ne sais quoi,
Oh shit.
the moxie, to be that Bond. I think he probably had it 10 years ago. But number 3, my point of that show is that it was one of the most. It's probably top Mount Rushmore of entertaining shows of 2023 for me.
All right, I'll watch it. Gosh, I got to set aside my classic movie journey that I'm on.
What's next?
You should get into Westerns.
I'm about to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Watch High Noon.
Let me know when you get into your Western shit. I'll start doing Westerns with you, but I'm not watching 3 hours and 40 minutes of Gone with the Wind, dog.
Spaghetti Western.
Oh.
Of course, you know why they're called that.
Italy.
That's right, David.
So what was it? They recorded them in Italy to save money? Or were Italians doing it just to make Western movies?
I thought it was just like it became like a super, super popular genre in Italy.
How much funnier would it be if every like showdown they did when they went to go shoot each other, like spaghetti. Noodles started spraying out of the guns?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Big meatballs come out of the guns.
I'm gonna throw a Hitchcock in there soon too.
Yeah, but
like Rear Window.
He's fine, dude.
Shut up. Spooky season be a good time for a Hitchcock play.
They were filmed in Italy though. That is probably and they were very popular over there. I'm sorry. Cool.
It wasn't that long ago that like Western culture was like a thing, you know?
It still is a thing.
No, but I'm talking like those small towns, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
in the grand scheme of the universe.
You mean like saloon doors and shootouts in the street?
Dude, not that long ago, though.
I know. This shit's going by. Yeah, I hear you, dog.
Oh, my God. You shot me with a ZT.
Oh.
Oh. You shot Leonardo. Look how they massacred my boy.
You're covered in penne.
Oh, my God. Put your penne away.
Right. The pasta. Penne pasta.
He pulled up with a rigatoni.
That could be his wagon name. It could be Tony's wagon. It's the rig of Tony.
That's good.
No.
I like that. That's good.
No.
Yeah.
No. I saw there's an Oregon Trail series out.
No shit. A lot of tragic stuff happened on the Oregon Trail.
News to me.
It could be a movie or something, but I saw something. I'll be honest. I'm not. This is not me asking for recommendations. As most recommendations, I've already like seen the name of it and made a decision internally of whether or not I want to see it. But like, I'm having a real hard time selecting stuff to watch lately.
Dude, I always got dysentery.
Is that why they called you Dysentery Gary back in the day?
Yeah, dude. When you got to hunt, that was the best part of that game.
Yeah, that everybody was just playing that game.
I was just taking rabbits down, and a bear would come out of nowhere, or a deer.
Dude, I was different. I was forging rivers like
Very different.
left and right, dog.
That's how I would always die, because you're going straight through with the ox. You're
I drowned the whole family.
Yeah, like what?
The whole squad drowning.
Like we ain't actually drowning. Like let me just cross this river right quick.
I feel like dysentery is a tough way to go.
Yeah, like so you just die of disinterest.
Yeah,
and I think it's different.
You're just you're just so not into it and aloof that you just wither away.
This young man died of apathy.
He didn't care.
Truly sad.
He didn't care about shit.
Couldn't find anything he was into. Very much like that fucker on the Love Island.
He just didn't want to be
like
around
anybody.
He didn't want to be around anymore.
Yeah,
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Scott died of.
I'm considering dipping into the Scott episodes of Love Island USA just to see if he like does well for himself. I'd imagine that a professional soccer player with an accent and a face like his, I would imagine he does okay for himself on the US version.
He does have a beautiful face.
He's hot.
He's got great eyes.
He might have been boring and like not interested in anybody, but he was at least hot.
Yeah.
All right. Dysentery is the infection of intestines resulting in severe diarrhea with the presence of blood and mucus in the feces.
Oh, darn it.
I told you, it's a tough way to go.
We've all been there, man. We've all been there.
I don't know. I don't think I've had dysentery.
This is pre-penicillin, I assume.
Who had Giardia? Didn't someone have Giardia?
It was my roommate's dog like 2 years ago.
Oh, Rosie had it at one point. I'm going to tell you what, Dylan. It's nasty.
I don't want to know what it is. Is it worse than what I just described? Is it worse than dysentery?
I don't know. I've never had either.
Okay. Very cool.
You know what I have had though?
Nutriful?
Yeah, that's why my hair looks absolutely luscious right now. You don't have to choose between better hair growth and your health. Nutriful provides a whole body health approach for men that promotes healthier hair, no drugs, no compromises, just better hair. A lot of men think that losing their hair is inevitable. And guess what? You can take control of your hair's future with Nutriful's science-backed hair growth supplement for men. We all take it. We all love it. Nutriful is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement clinically shown to improve your hair growth, visible thickness, and scalp coverage. Their supplements use physician-formulated, natural, science-backed ingredients. Their drug-free patented technology provides consistent, reliable results without compromising your sexual health. Not only have I had backers reach out saying that they're like seeing a change in their hair, I just like whenever I tell someone that Nutriful is not only a sponsor of ours, but something that I take, they're like, yeah, like it's great. I get so much validation just by talking about it with other people.
Yeah, I take it every day. And not only have I noticed a difference in the thickness of my hair, but it also just gives me like a little energy boost. And I feel, what's what I'm looking for here?
Go to Nutriful.com/men to take their hair health wellness quiz. You can identify the causes of your thinning hair, and Nutriful will give you personalized plans for better hair and health through whole body wellness. And guess what? It works. In a clinical study, 84% of men showed improvement in their hair after 6 months of taking Nutriful's men's hair growth supplements. Take the first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair. For a limited time, Nutriful is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutriful.com/men and enter promo code CIRCLING. Find out why over 4,000 healthcare professionals recommend Nutriful for healthier hair. Nutriful.com/men. That's Nutrifol.com/men and enter promo code CIRCLING. That's Nutrifol.com/men, promo code CIRCLING.
Did you ever figure out that word you were looking for?
Is it je ne sais quoi?
Maybe vibrant? How about that?
Okay.
I was trying to keep it PG-13.
Yeah, I got you.
Is it time to take a little trip to space?
Ooh, play the sound effect, Randy. Make one up real quick. with your
Wide
mouth.
open spaces, yeah.
That's good. All right, this article, which will surely pull up, which I've read, but
Dude, thank you so much for
closed it
preparing
out
during
for
the
some
ad
reason.
read.
You're gonna throw my Google
Okay.
Fiber under the bus.
Did you know, Dave, that there is a rare a blue supermoon that will appear tonight?
Tonight?
It's blue.
Guess what color? Guess what color the blue supermoon is? Dave?
It's on that Leanne Rhymes-ish.
Guess what color it is?
It's
Will?
blue.
It's a real question.
Wide open. That was wide open spaces. Was it a neon moon? Is it neon blue?
What if I told you that it's not even blue? It's just a regular colored moon.
You said it was blue,
It's called a blue supermoon. You know the phrase
like the ice cream.
You know
I think
the
it's
phrase,
just blue double D-da-da.
Have you ever had blue moon ice cream?
No.
No. It's just a moon, and there's like these three guys who have this like little group of like street drummers that
Okay.
What if we
just
had
up
What if
there.
we had numerous moons and they were all? It was blue moon group tonight.
I'm about to teach y'all something.
they're just up there banging on
if you can
trash
get a word
cans.
in, you can.
I'm about to teach y'all something that I learned myself this morning.
That blue moons
the
are blue.
You know the phrase "once in a blue moon"?
Sure.
There are no actually blue moons.
There's the ice cream though.
A blue moon is when a full moon appears for the second time in 1 month.
Wow.
That makes it a blue moon.
Did y'all see
I
the
don't know.
moon last night?
What if,
rare.
what if Shawty just rolled through? Then could it be a blue moon?
Okay. Only 3% of moons are blue moons. That's how rare a blue moon is.
That's honest. That doesn't seem that rare. Like 3%'s one. Like we get 9 a year
Okay.
at least.
Here's the thing. Around 25% of all full moons are super moons.
Okay. What? Hold on. Sorry, I actually do want to know this. Start over.
25% of all full moons are super moons.
What makes it a super moon versus a full moon?
The term supermoon refers to a full or new moon rising near or while the moon reaches perigee, its closest distance to Earth in its orbit around the planet.
Wow, thank you for making that so much more crystal clear for me.
So when
You're my moon, blue.
so when a supermoon is also a blue moon, you get a blue supermoon. All right? Which
Okay.
just means it's going to look like every other full moon you've seen, but it's going to be bigger and brighter because it's
And
going to be
uncut.
closest that it gets to Earth. Do you get it? The second full moon of the month, David.
The moon last night was bussin'. I don't know if you saw that. Wasn't there any?
No, the moon's been fire lately, dude.
That's because it's close to Earth right now.
Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
on my porch the other night just getting absolutely bit by mosquitoes. You see this mosquito bite up here? You guys see that, John?
Oh no.
I saw it yesterday.
I
didn't
know,
wanna say
dude. It's
anything.
huge. It's
Make you feel
huge.
make you feel bad about
Dude,
it.
it's bad. I had one under my beard too. But I was just watching the moon. That thing was cooking.
Yeah, it's gonna be cooking
Yeah.
tonight for sure.
Yeah, I'll go
It's
out
gonna
there
be fuller
tonight.
tonight.
That's
boy.
facts.
the
That's
moon
facts.
last
That's
night
facts.
was straight up brazy.
Tonight's
with
gonna be a full ass blue supermoon. And guess what? If you miss it, guess what, idiot? You can't get to the next one until January of 2037.
Okay.
That's when the next one's gonna happen, David.
Well,
So
you know.
you might
I'll
want
be
to catch
50.
it.
I'll be
Hey,
50.
you might
then.
want to catch it.
Yeah, okay.
You dumb idiot.
Maybe I'll catch it tonight.
You dumb,
Jesus.
you stupid dumb
Maybe
idiot.
I'll go down to never mind.
I'll be old as fuck.
I'll go down to the saloon.
I'll be
I don't
so
think
old.
I don't think my brain can fathom how far the moon is or how close the moon is. I feel like the moon is way closer than I think it is.
I'll be 53 years old.
How long does it take them to if a crow flies there? How long does it take to, not an actual crow? How long does it take to actually get to
Like
the moon
Brandon
for
Lee?
people?
They can't go that. They can't leave. That altitude's too much for a crow.
How long did it take India to get their module on the moon?
I'm gonna look this up.
Because I feel like it's mad close. I feel like it's way closer than we give it credit for. Won't the world end if the moon goes out of orbit?
I'm pretty sure you could fit every single planet in our solar system between
Okay.
us and the moon.
The moon.
Really? I don't believe that.
The moon is 238,900 miles from Earth.
Wow.
Okay.
I thought it was farther than that.
239,000 miles from Earth.
That's
okay.
not a big deal.
How far is Mars? I don't think what Randy just said is accurate at all.
How far away is Mars?
Yeah,
What
I'm
can you call it?
I'm gonna look it
I
up.
want
I'll
everyone to hear
fact
this
check.
fact. What did you say? Your fact?
I think you can fit every single planet in our solar system if you butt to butt between us and the moon.
Isn't Jupiter a straight up unit?
Like as in like if they were right
Jupiter's
next to
thick,
each other.
right?
Well, to answer your question, Mars is 231 million miles away.
So the moon's mad close.
Oh yeah, the moon. You could almost just grab it.
Sorry, Randy. I misunderstood your fun fact the first time that you relayed it. I would like to formally apologize for calling your facts.
What did you think?
Hey,
I was
forget
saying?
Will. He doesn't know how big. He
I
doesn't
thought you were
respect
saying
space.
the moon was so far away that it was outside of our, technically outside of our solar system.
No,
I thought
okay.
you meant that, and I was like, that is an insane thing to try to
Randy,
pass
The
off
moon
as
is
fact.
farther away than Saturn. No.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
Will doesn't respect space and its immense size. So give him a break.
I
Apparently-
respect space.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Apparently, also saw that Saturn is going to be visible by this super blue moon too. If there's a bright speck by the moon, it's
Saturn is
Saturn.
visible a lot of the time, actually.
Has there been any word about Uranus?
Yeah, there's a watching party tonight down at the saloon.
Really?
You bring your own telescope.
I'm bringing your girl with me.
Part of the reason I get nervous about
She won't
working
get
on
in.
stuff. Part of the reason I get nervous about working on stuff in public is because yesterday, in the comfort of my own home while working from home, I spent about an hour trying to make a Dick Saloon graphic. And one of the taglines I had for the graphic was suck it till it's dry, meaning like a beer bottle, And then I thought about if someone walked behind me at a restaurant like Carve and saw my laptop open and I was doing that, they'd be a little confused.
And they're like, so wait, what do you guys do? I listen to podcasts. What is it about? I listen to mainly finance podcasts. What's it about though?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of stuff about planning for my financial future.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just general interest.
We're like that for sure. That's crazy. I will go outside. My son famously likes to go, the moon. So I'll bring him out and let him see it.
And you can tell him that old Uncle, the original D-Man, told you about
I'll
it.
tell him Dylan sent.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be confused since this one's not there? Since this one's gonna be blue and the other ones haven't been.
I'm going to leave that part out.
Explain to him why it's not actually blue in color, though, and tell him that I taught you about it.
They gotta rename blue moons
Well, it only happens once in a blue moon.
10 times a year.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you said 3% of the time.
3% of full moons are blue moons.
Remember the blood moon?
Oh, dude, people in STEM are punching the air at my scientific
I
knowledge.
told you,
right
you don't
now.
respect space the way I do.
I don't. I have
Hey.
to admit, I don't.
I've got a very important announcement. I hope I'm not jumping the gun here, but I had a very productive call with a ghost tour company last night. I just
I
want to
think
say
it's a good
that.
time to share with the class. What happened on this phone call?
Basically, I told them what we do. I told them about spooky season. I said, we're in Austin. You guys do an Austin ghost tour. They do an Austin spooky pub crawl.
Do they have like maybe an adult version?
No, she specifically said, "Do you guys want the adult tour?" And I was just veiny face kid. So all I'm saying is, I'm waiting to hear from their team, but like we might be a go for a company ghost tour.
Count me in for that, David.
It's 90 minutes. We'd stop at like 3 or 4 bars in between to get a little bev, and then we'd hear about some ghosts. So
I'm into that.
I'm very excited about it.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
No. Is that it? I thought you were doing like an ad read.
No.
Okay.
Just making a statement that I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Hey, the moon will
That's
appear.
a bold statement, by
Hey,
the way. I just want to say
This
that.
blue supermoon will appear until Friday morning, by the way. So if you don't catch it tonight, go back out tomorrow night
Yeah, dude.
because it'll be there.
Randy, that goes for you too, buddy.
Might just, catch it both nights.
Wow. This is going to do a double feature.
This guy is
That's sick.
a naughty boy.
You guys ever buy a movie ticket, like one, and then stay and watch like 3 movies?
Yeah. I mean, when I was in high school, probably.
No.
Nope.
The only time I've ever seen 2 movies in one theater in one day, I saw the exact same movie.
Was there a chick involved?
Yeah.
Did you suck face?
She had to cancel at the last minute for the first one when the squad was already there. And then she was like, "Do you want to go to the late showing with me?" And I'm like, obviously I want to go to the late showing with you.
You know
so,
it goes down at late
So you know your
showings.
boy hung out.
Did y'all
You know your
most?
boy hung out.
Did your tongue fall out and roll up?
Nah.
Eyes popped out?
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
He mosted, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure we didn't even make physical contact one time that entire night.
Yeah,
I had
that's the way I like it.
I had a crush on this girl for so long, and I sat next to her to movies, and I was trying to like put a move on her the entire time. Finally, like the end credits start rolling. I'm like, oh fuck! I tried to make a move, and I got swatted. out of
You
it.
went
Dude,
for a credit kiss?
Every girl loves it when
Yeah.
you try to make out with her while everyone's getting up from their seats.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
like
I
looking
was
at you
so-
as they walk by.
I don't even know what happened in the movie. I was so nervous the whole time. It was a joke, man.
Oh yeah, that's
I
how
was
I
very
felt
young,
during
though,
Rob
okay?
Fox's The Animal.
You should have numbed that hand before you went.
This is probably-
Ease the tension.
This is probably 8th grade.
Oh wow, dude, we get it. Your fucking chill to pull ratio was sick in 8th
No,
grade.
I didn't pull.
You
That's
put
the
off
thing.
you put off blowing the ear vibes.
What?
Like you think that's a thing to do.
Blow on the ear?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll nibble on it though.
Oh,
I'm just
you
kidding. I
gotta
don't do that.
Stop it.
I don't
do
like
that.
I don't
Hey.
like nibble.
I don't do that. I was kidding.
You gotta stop that.
Yeah, you made it weird in my home.
You don't have to deny it.
I can't deny it.
Just
This is
say,
my
okay,
domicile.
now you said you nibble on ears, then you said you don't do it. What do you do? Do you nibble on the ear a little bit? Will you nibble on the ear?
I don't put teeth on earlobe, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to stay away from earlobes in general. Just not a nice feature of the human body. And don't they continue to grow or something? The gravity.
Yeah, your nose, it's cartilage, dog, right?
Yeah, you idiot.
I don't know. Don't
Yeah.
listen to me. Every scientific fact I've said today is
Wow.
incorrect.
Yeah, you guys are not in STEM. That's very clear.
Nah, dude.
Didn't you
don't-
say the moon was like really close? I don't know.
It is close. It's just a few 100,000 miles away.
Oh, that's it, man. Let me just run up there
I
real
mean,
quick.
in space terms, it's nothing.
It's nothing. It's so close. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
It's like I could just lasso it and pull it in, but I can't.
Remember the moon in that Smashing Pumpkins video, Tonight? It was very cool. That's a reference I'm sure everyone's familiar with. We don't have to talk about it though. Let's move on.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about, but like, I don't know if I can expand on it much
Well, it's
more
one
than
of
you
my
just said.
Favorite videos in the 90s. Anywho.
Anyway, check the moon out and think about me when you do it.
Hey, my space bar contribution, it's not really that good. It just says there's a scientist saying that we found life on Mars in the 70s and then we accidentally killed it. Like it was like bacteria and like the tests we did like killed it. So we might have just exterminated a future species or some shit. So that's crazy, yo.
After the photos that recently came out of Mars, like, I don't understand why any of us would want to ever live there. It looks fucking miserable.
Do you know that in 2019 we had a super blood wolf moon? Do it, Dave.
Oh,
Do you want to know what that is?
I don't want Randy to start howling.
A super blood wolf moon is when a total lunar eclipse and a super moon are combined.
In 19?
2019.
Wasn't that when Trump stared at it?
No, that was a solar eclipse.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
Well, lunar is moon, solar
Dude,
is sun.
that eclipse was solar.
It's okay. Yeah. Good job, Will.
Will, the guy that we just saw walk by, it's my neighbor. It's the grandpa. I think he's well into his 80s. He's from Nepal, and the dude is an absolute machine. The dude walks around town. He jogs around town, and he's just.
Is he one of the retired Sherpas that would usher people up to the top of Everest in Nepal?
I don't know, but
A lot of those guys are quitting.
he absolutely is like the most in shape person in their 80s that I've ever seen.
Have you guys seen this?
No,
A lot of the dudes that used to help people climb Everest are quitting. Climate change, so it's getting more and more dangerous because ice is melting.
Oh shit!
Randy was saying that's not real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You said it's a host, right?
A host
Or
or
hoax,
hoax?
I mean. Yeah. You're a VVAC guy. And then
VVAC.
and then the other reason was that it's become like a tourist thing. Everyone wants to climb Everest, and they're like, we're not going to take all these fucking narps up there.
What's up with the bodies that they can't get down? That shit weirds me out.
Yeah.
What?
People who have died like above a certain altitude, you can't bring them down. They
They're
just
just
stay
up there frozen. And who knows? They could
Sick.
come back to life one day if it warms up.
Like that. Remember that caveman lawyer?
He was just a caveman. Another dated reference, but funny.
If I died on Everest climbing it that high, I don't think I'd want you guys to take me down.
You just want to stay up there? Yeah. Okay, we won't.
Yeah. I made my bed. I literally made my bed.
It's not
I
tragic
also
if you
feel like
die
you're
doing
not
what
gonna-
you love.
You're
Let a
not
player
gonna
sleep
climb
in it.
Everest.
Dude, I could. I read that Crack Hour book. I was into it.
Okay.
I would rather go to Everest than go to Antarctica. I'll put it that way. Antarctica looks fucking boring.
Mid.
Cool.
Oh, it's ice everywhere.
Really good view of the stars, though, no?
Yeah, but you can get that anywhere, dog.
No, you can't.
BFD, Dave.
You're the fucking spacebar guy.
I can see stars from other places too. I'm not trying to go to
Oh my
Antarctica just to see the fucking
God.
stars.
You go to Matt's El Rancho on a Friday, you'll see some stars, some podcast stars.
Dude,
That's
there's
right.
some of the best stars I've ever seen have been out in Texas.
Out Pecos way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Texas ain't the worst for star looking.
Nah.
Best I've ever seen was Scotland though. Never seen anything
Facts.
never seen anything like it.
Oh,
Blew my mind.
Oh, David.
Fucking
That's all I
ruffled
have.
my kilt. Tilted it even.
Tilted kill is too creepy. I'd draw the line there.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like
Is that because of a boner? Is that why it's tilted?
no, it's. Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I was-
What else would it mean?
Is do
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I thought the waitresses wore them
yeah,
in
it's
like
tilt. Yeah, that's
Isn't
why
it
it's
kilts
tilted.
for guys?
Yeah, but I know all the girls wearing like the plaid skirts, so I just figured there was like a
Because they bend over? Or like,
Yeah.
why
Oh,
is
yeah.
it
Is it,
That's
a,
what I
kilt, is it a
thought. I was
kilt
like,
if it's
oh,
on a
fucking
woman?
creepy.
I'm gonna look at. The
I don't know.
terminology.
We've discovered something here. We need to get to the bottom of.
There was a guy in high school. He was a senior and I was a junior who wore a kilt one day. He was like, "Oh, it's Kilt Guy. Cool." That's all I
Dude,
got.
I get it though. I think if kilts were more socially acceptable in places like Texas, where it's just so damn hot in the middle of the summer, like I think I might vibe with one.
They're wearing little plaid skirts and
Who was like, man, we have the best slogan ever. Can you scroll up, David? Who's like, we have the best slogan ever. We need to register, trademark this. A cold beer never looks so good. Like that's not a good slogan.
it says it's the best looking pub you've ever seen.
I was trying to figure out what this meant, and I found an Urban Dictionary entry. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
An awesome bar and restaurant has smoking hot babes in small plaid skirts with great boobs and as good as Hooters,
Great
if not
boobs?
better.
I hate this.
Great booze or boobs?
Boobs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Torny.
I'm sorry if you are an employee or an investor or owner of a tilted kilt. I'm just not going.
Do they have Scottish fare on the menu? Like, can you get some haggis there?
Is it haggis?
Can you get some neeps and tatties or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
You can get the
I
Tetons.
think actually that's what they make their money on, the neeps and the tatties.
They did an Undercover Boss. I need to go see that one.
There's one in Killeen if you want to go, home of the kangaroos.
Oh, okay.
You don't
We
want
can
to do
go.
a little road trip?
I don't think so.
Oh, they got the Irish nachos, the pub nachos. They've got a pub pretzel, Will. I know you're a pretzel guy like I am. And they've got other Scottish fare, like, I don't know, buffalo wings and garlic Parmesan wings.
Never been a garlic Parmesan guy.
Yeah,
Parmesan's a little too much for me on the wings.
Whatever, dude.
Is
could
this
just go through the
ZJ?
menu.
Is this Zach Johnson's story? Is this an ad read for Nutriful, or is this like a thing?
So yeah, that would have been a good tie-in. No, I don't know if you guys saw any of his Ryder Cup press conference where he gave the picks, the captain's picks. He's the captain of the Ryder Cup, Team America. But his hair is shockingly voluminous, And as a guy who's been following Zach's career since the Iowa days, he had something done.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Can you tell what's been done based on what you know about the different methods?
Yeah, here. I don't know if you've seen it, Will. I'm going to pull the video. Okay.
I have seen it.
It's a full restoration. It's a full hairline restoration. The top, which was the real problem for him back in the day, is now completely covered in. I don't know if maybe they use some camera tricks here to help out our guy, Zach. But yeah, he definitely got some kind of follicle restoration in preparation for his captaincy, which is kind of hilarious.
So is he going to go no hat on the course?
You got to think he's gonna rock a hat at some point.
Is he retired? He's not retired, right?
He still plays.
He's young.
What?
He's young.
I know, but he's a Ryder Cup captain.
How old
Traditionally
is
not
Zach
young men.
Johnson?
So does that means he's not playing? He's just the captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his services were not needed this year. He's 47.
Okay. 47, getting a little sprinkle up there. Do we ever wonder if wearing a hat like on the course all the time for him might have, taken some hair off? Is that a thing?
I've read that that's a myth.
My mom used to tell me that when I was a kid because she just wanted to see my hair. She's like, "You're gonna go bald."
I know that it's been considered a myth, but I still believe that it might be a thing. I think it might be a thing. The way that my brain works tells me that constant friction on something will make it go away.
Maybe.
Like I can't help but think that.
There might be something there. I don't know.
Constant friction on something will make it go away.
Yep, like your chinos.
Burn a hole right through them.
There it is. I support Zeke in this. Good for him, man.
Hey, Brooks Koepka is like 30% more likable with the shag coming out of the back of the hat. I just want to point that out too. It's amazing what that can do for somebody.
When does the Ryder Cup start?
Few weeks. September. Or is it October?
I don't fucking know.
We didn't need to go with the whole.
You have a laptop.
Yeah,
it's September 29th.
I thought
so
maybe you knew it off the dome. That's why I asked.
no.
Cool.
I was too busy thinking about the future of my hairline.
Yeah. I hear you.
Shout out Nutriful. I got it in the pantry.
That's sick.
Can I get one? Can you hit a player with some?
No, you have just as much as I do.
All right. I'm not going to go out for lunch today. I'm just going to go grab something from your fridge. That's cool.
We got leftovers.
What kind?
I'm going to do a tuna melt for
Don't
lunch.
tell me it's piccata.
Do you want a tuna melt?
Maybe. What do you
Damn,
have?
player.
What do you got what do you got back there?
I got mayonnaise. I got cheese. I got bread.
What are the leftovers?
Tuna. Oh, I don't know. I gotta look. I think there might be like a ziti or something. No, it's not a ziti. I don't know what it is. There's just a bunch of stuff because I was gone over the weekend that Alyssa and her mom, who was here, like ate or did not eat, and so it's just chilling in there. I did have leftover Sammy's piccata when I got home Sunday, and it was phenomenal.
Okay. Surprised she gave you the gift of leftover piccata.
I am too.
It's time.
How's the song go again? I'll sing it.
Do, 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 do,
Welcome to
do,
Wilmons.
do. That's just the power of love.
Welcome to Wilmons.
I thought you were doing Into Club.
This Weekend in Fun is presented by our friends over at Early Bird CBD. They dropped some off at the office the other day, and I have to say, there's a very, 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 very high chance that your boy takes one single early bird at least one night this weekend. These things are formulated not only for fun, but to make you just feel good.
I've taken one every night this weekend. Not to flex on you, but
If you're not familiar with Early Bird, you got to learn yourself a little something. These are legal gummies that contain around 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and around 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. They're formulated for fun and to make you feel good, like I just said. There's a lot of different people out there who are like, what do I need this for? Are you crazy? A gummy? And I'm like, oh my gosh, brother. There are so many use cases.
Over the weekend, I was on a little golf trip with the guys from my fantasy draft, and so many of them are early bird people now.
Yeah.
It's a very popular thing.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
it's fun to take, recreationally if you just want to get like a little hint of a high. Also, at night, I take them because they make me sleep really, really well.
The sleep that I get after taking one single early bird is noticeably better than the sleep that I have if I do not take one single early bird. And I like that about that.
I took half of one on Sunday because I had a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of hangover.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did we have the scaries? Oh, I didn't have the grind mentality. The scary. You didn't want a cold call? Yeah, dude. You wouldn't have gotten anxiety if you just would have been working the entire time and distracting yourself from things in life like your family.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about that next Sunday.
Yep. If you want to get 20% off your first purchase, use promo code BACKER at earlybirdcbd.com. That's promo code BACKER to get 20% off your first purchase at earlybirdcbd.com. If I'm you, I'm hollering at those watermelon Johns because they taste good.
Is that your fave? That's my fave.
I'm a strawberry boy.
I don't care. No one asked.
Okay.
What are you doing this weekend, Dylan?
Ooh, thanks for asking. Big weekend for me, actually. Friday, I am moving, and it's gonna. Yeah, I'm taking Friday off. Spoiler alert: I won't be around because I'll be moving all day.
You and who? Are you enlisting anybody to help? Maybe I don't know, people in the 18 to 22 demographic.
Actually, if you go a little younger, actually the high school hunks are coming by.
Oh,
okay. They're skipping class. They're skipping school Friday to come help me move.
So you're not just going to throw Brett in the back of your U-Haul and make him slam into the sides?
The moving service I hired is the Moving Kings, actually. The Moving Kings. They're very highly rated on Yelp. So
better reviews than the hunks?
Yeah. Yeah, these are like number one.
You just don't want blood on your furniture. Is that it?
I don't want hunk blood. I want blood-free environment.
Dude,
yeah,
you're such a you could have done all the content with the hunks, but you had to go with a reputable one. Cool, man.
And then and then Saturday I'm watching football, man. It's football is officially here. Texas plays Rice. Should be light work for the Horns.
You gonna go watch it at the AMC theater?
Maybe if they
that sounds
were showing.
awful.
That didn't sound awful.
A movie theater. Just watch it at home.
I'll be watching it at home assuming I get everything set up in time to enjoy it at my house. If not, I'll go to a bar, friend's house. You guys probably won't invite me over, so I'll go somewhere else.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then I get Parks midday.
Yeah, dude,
Saturday.
I'll totally invite you over to watch college football with me.
I get Parks midday Saturday, and I'm just gonna be chilling, man, at the new crib.
I'm gonna be over at Will's just watching college football.
Dude,
y'all should text me.
Dude, I love watching college football. I'm gonna watch all college football.
Oh, yeah, I love watching it too. Yeah, it's fun.
I want Rice in this game because of Klein.
Oh. Okay, I don't think Rice is going to be very good.
Okay,
Sounds
like you guys are overlooking them.
Based solely on the fact that they're Rice.
Feeling like a trap game.
This dude's overlooking Rice. It's the first game of the season.
They're not.
You can't even throw the record books out because they don't got any, brother.
They're not known for their football prowess.
Y'all got Bama next week, right?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, it'd be a real shame if Texas was looking ahead to Bama and got upset by Rice. The
Honestly,
Owls.
No offense. I know it'd really upset you if they got beat by Rice ahead of Bama. It would be fucking hilarious if that actually happened.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but it is possible.
Have you seen their quarterback?
Yeah, he's a former 5-star.
He's what's his name? Chase Rice. And
JT Daniels, former 5-star, went to Georgia, USC, West Virginia. He went to probably 3 other schools, and finally he's at Rice.
He's been everywhere, man.
It's good.
That's good, real good.
I was a highway man.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, that's my weekend. Hopefully, I get to see you guys.
You won't.
Oh,
not because I'm avoiding you. I'll be in Duncanville, Texas.
You could go up to Duncanville, dude.
Monday off.
Yeah, you want to go watch the 6A state champions?
Monday, I have my second fantasy football draft live auction.
Dude, you are in so many freaking leagues,
I'm
bro.
I'm in 2 leagues. Yeah,
it's double the amount I'm in.
So that should be fun. I'll tell Eugene you said hi. I'll goose him for you.
Give him a goosing for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be up in Duncanville. I'm just gonna do a little swimming, a little pool action with the kid and having a good time. Maybe looking for a quick turnaround res Saturday night, Alyssa and I. But going to be fairly low key. Might try to catch a Panthers game while I'm up there. I don't know where they play.
Carolina?
No, the Duncanville Panthers.
So what's up to Colin Simmons for me?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be a hot commodity. I bet he'll take some time to come over and talk to me. I could probably maybe get like press credential, a media pass or something. But what am I going to do? Just down there in the sideline walking around? That's so embarrassing. I already did that at the state game.
Does you have a notepad out just taking notes?
I want people to think I'm a scout.
Yeah.
I'm going to just wear like a bunch of Texas State gear. People are, oh shit, that's the
You
T
should,
State
You got to
Scout.
show out for that
Fuck
guy
it.
over there in the state gear.
I'll Photoshop you a pass and everything, dude.
That guy knows GJ Kinney. But yeah, gonna be a good time. Will.
Nothing. My wife is 8 months pregnant right now, and she is very
Pregnant.
in need of help around the house. And so my life is a lot of doing things that are helping her at this point. And so there's a little talk about the greater family of Sally going to Matzell Rancho as a little, pre-football game thing on Friday. Have to admit that going to Matzell Rancho during one of the hottest streaks we've ever been in as a state, combined with the game the next day, combined with just being a Friday at Matzell Rancho, and with a 8 month pregnant wife, just doesn't sound great to me. So I'm going to try to pivot that into something else. Maybe a different trip to Matzell Rancho over the weekend when it isn't the peak, most busy time of the entire year.
Holler at me.
Why don't you try to pivot? Get the fam to go to Tilted Kilt.
I would just love, I don't know, if we just didn't go to the busiest place on earth during the busiest time.
It'll be fun.
No.
You should go to the Kilt, bro.
I'm not going to the fucking
Go
Kilt,
by
David.
yourself to the Kilt. You could probably. All right.
Dude, and you know what Saturday is.
Whoo, whoo, whoo.
That's his owl sound.
Dude, major shouts to the Rice Owls.
Objectively dope bird.
My favorite.
Texas better cover their back doors because they're on watch
Oh,
for the
shit.
Owls, my friends.
What's that line, I wonder?
Yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah, I'm sure you're wondering. my friend.
Hey, read this image that
Oh,
somebody.
I've already
just
been reading this. Yeah.
Dylan,
yeah.
read this.
Like out loud?
Yeah, what is it?
Alternate. Okay, it's a picture of JFK. I believe the day he was killed, but he's holding weapons in this one, a rifle and a pistol. And it says alternate timeline where JFK wasn't caught lacking.
Low key, he was kind of caught lacking though.
Yeah, I mean, he had security, allegedly.
He wasn't watching his six, man.
It might have been slowing
I'll be
down
honest,
the vehicle, but
I wouldn't have hired the security once they didn't have a job after he died.
yeah, I mean, that it didn't look good on the resume.
It's an offer.
People are like, what's this gap in your resume?
I let the president die.
Yeah. So about that, we let the, it was kind of a company wide issue, but we let the leader of the free world get shot in the head in a public space.
Yeah, we let him go top down, going through one of the most hostile parts of the country for him. But
Yeah.
He took his top off?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Not only that,
sorry.
but his wife was right there and he died in her arms. So yeah. So yeah, I'm a good employee. I show up to work every day, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'd love to help your company.
so, like, what did you learn from that experience? Like, how have you improved?
It's hard to get blood out of an El Camino.
It wasn't an El Camino.
How do we know? Other picks?
Because
It's just I know what an El Camino looks like. That was not an El Camino.
I don't know. It
Dude,
could have been an El Camino.
They're half car, half truck. They're so sick.
I had a pledge brother who drove an El Camino.
They're awesome.
Shout out to Ross, different Ross.
Okay.
He was actually a tall fella, pretty funny.
Did he put on muscle pretty quickly, like Hot Ross?
No,
Dude
not
can
that
just
I
stack
remember.
mass. It's crazy.
Does
Except for his
Ross
legs.
of the Ross Bowling podcast know that we've started to fetishize him on our podcast?
He'll know soon
We
enough.
should let him know.
No, I'd rather him just figure it out eventually.
Okay.
Like if you're out there and you listen to both, please don't immediately go to Ross and be like, hey, these guys are getting a little H about you. But his arms are perfectly muscular.
He's a good looking dude. Facts.
You're getting H. I wish we were getting HVAC at the office
It's facts.
because
Yeah.
it's new unit season.
It's real. I prefer when we can use our office.
We're gonna have to get a new unit unless somebody's got like a beat on some coils.
Oh, are you doing that surgery that the dude from last week was doing for your new unit?
David?
I'm doing surgery on a grape this weekend.
You're not taking your penis back to 18 years old?
Brian, you're talking about the great Brian Johnson.
I am.
All right. Good podcast, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dylan's
Dylan's
over it.
done. All right,
Okay,
cool, man. Get the
Dylan's
fuck
tired
out
of
of my
sitting on the
house.
couch. Okay.
All right.
Hard life.
Fun stuff.
Bye.
Hit the music, Randy.